This good sir from Quebec was the first person I've ever met on an on-road that has watched my videos and came up to me. So what's up, buddy? And welcome to the video. What's up, everybody? Stevens LTD here. Today, my truck's finally getting some new LED headlights made by XPCTD. Links in the description. Get them. They're cheap, they're beautiful, and they're bright. Well, YouTube, before I show you how easy it is to switch over to these lights, I'm going to show you how my JW speaker headlights work in comparison. So I know some of you might think I'm crazy for switching from some of the most expensive headlights you can get to $130 for 4 bulbs, but I'm willing to try it out, and they'd be a good summer headlight because they're non-heated, obviously. So if you're trying to save on your good headlights, swap these out in the spring, put them back in, or put your good ones back in the winter, and you'll be good to go. This is regular low beam, and then I just got the old school headlights for the big bad high beam, so they don't do too much of a difference, as you can see. Oh yeah, literally didn't change anything. So here's your low beams, high beams. So now we can see what these new headlights will do. Pretty excited for it. Like I said, 130 bucks, you cannot go wrong for 4 bulbs. But let's get them in, and then we'll compare these two out and see how she goes. This is low beam. That's high beam. Well, the day has finally come where I replace these headlights. These two on the outside are the JW speakers. I've had them since we got the truck. Inside ones are the old school bulbs. This one's taking on some water. This one has some water in it sometimes as well. So I'm gonna unhook from the big old walking floor. I'm gonna pull her inside. I'm gonna pull these old ones out and take a look at what it's going to take to get these new ones in. Apparently it's supposed to be nice and easy, so I'm gonna have to figure out that wiring, figure out a couple other things, but we'll get them good to go. We'll get them on, we'll get them working, we'll show you how they work, we'll show you how these ones worked before. All right, I'll get this thing unhooked. Landing gears down, pins pulled, cobwebs unhooked. All right, to fire her up and bring her in. Okay, we got her backed in. Underglow is glowing, headlights are on. Don't even worry about this. As you've seen when I was driving that night, these high beams don't do anything. So it'll be nice to get those off, and hopefully these new ones will do something way more. Like I said, this is a review video kinda, but it's more of an unboxing, installing, cheap, easy, awesome looking headlights, but the actual how they work in months to come will have to come later. So here they are. Come in a nice little black box. These are the XPCTD 4x6 DOT approved LED headlights, and I've actually seen these on trucks. They are not blinding at all to oncoming traffic, cars, pickup trucks, anything. They are really well, they're basically this headlight for a fraction of the price. These are $130 Canadian for 4, which is unbelievable. So like I was saying, if you have good headlights, buy a set of these, save your headlights, run those in the winter when you need them to be good, powerful, on for a long time, and heated. These are a great replacement, so I've heard. A couple of my buddies have bought them, and let's open them up. So you got a nice little black box here. So here we got XPCTD description. I should probably read this. I'm not going to read it all to you guys. Once you get your own set, you'll be able to read it and figure it on out. Let's take a look at how these things look. So let's try and get one of these little black boxes out. There's one. All the rest will be the same. Little black boxes inside of the big black box. Comes well packaged. Oh yeah, those look friggin' sweet. Glad I chose the black. Comes with a little protective film. Got the DOT number on it. There's your 3-prong. And that's for, so this is what they're looking like. Nice looking bulb for sure for the price. Nice, good, heavy. I'd assume this is gonna be low beam and low beams. And then once you hit the high beam on, it'll be this middle one and these 2 outer ones. So, you know, I got the black ones. You can get the chrome style, but I thought the black would look kind of good. Kind of different, I guess. So I'm pretty excited to see how these things work, because this is a beautiful looking headlight. Like, take a little up closer look at that. That is a nice looking headlight. For that price, like, can't beat that. Other 3 boxes are gonna be the exact same. Anyway, I'm gonna get the screwdriver I need to get this chrome bezel off. We're gonna start on this side and see what we can do. I see you in there. So I've basically got myself to the point of no return. I mean, I guess I could put everything back together if I really wanted to, and hopefully I will not have to. So I'm gonna call her quits for tonight, but we will see you tomorrow bright and early. And we are back the next day. It's been raining like crazy. I had to take in a load of corn. Getting back to this a little later than I'd like to, but oh well. So I'm definitely wanting this outer bulb to be my just low beam, this one to be no low beam, because I'm worried that if I hook both up to low beam, that people are gonna be flashing their lights at me and saying like all 4 of your things are on, so turn them off, blah blah blah. So might as well just do it the way it's supposed to be. So let's get back to her. Taylor Brown just showed up, so maybe he'll have some intelligent words of wisdom here. Some part, yeah, some part no. I have my old headlight on there right now just to see if it worked again, because I thought the old one? Yeah, I thought the plug was too corroded, and that's why it wasn't working, but it works fine. So are they doing off light is positive? On high beams, low. Very good. That's what we want. Outer one goes out. What's that? Outer one went out. Very good. Day saved.
Shrink tube up there, Chuck, or do something, tape it up.
Yeah.
Pack them fully grease and then
Pack the whole bezel full of grease, right? I'm just kidding. So like I figured, I was overthinking just about everything. Thanks to Taylor Brown, we got all the lights working the way they should be. Now it's time to start putting everything back together. But all these kind of opennesses and stuff, I'm gonna pack it full of grease, wrap a bunch of tape around it, make it a little heat, do it all up. Same on this side, and start slapping everything back together. So 10-4. So realistically, These headlights actually were pretty much plug and play. The diagram said that the white was one thing when it kind of was something else, which I didn't know, but Taylor came here, got it done. So they were easy plug and play. He did it in like 5 minutes, like no problem. So if you know what you're doing, easy. If you got someone that knows what they're doing, easy. If you don't know what you're doing, you might struggle for a bit. You could probably hardwire all this stuff together and blah, 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 but I am plug playing and we'll see how long they last. Maybe they'll stay in there for a long time. And if not, then for 130 bucks, I'll buy another set and replace them as I go. But that'll be the review after the review, because you're gonna watch me use these for the next, let's hope, a year, right? But anyway, I'm gonna get these front mount bezel things back in, and then we'll run the wires out, put the headlights back in, put everything back together, and give them a test. Got this side all taped up, wired up, good to go. That's time to slide them in and tighten them all up. Let's see how she looks. All right, here they are. They're in. Low beams are working. High beams are working, and they are bright. Holy. So for 130 bucks Canadian, probably around 100 bucks American, 4x6 headlights, all 4 bulbs. You can hook them up to be all 4 low beam and all 4 high beam. So now that they're working, we're gonna wait until it gets dark out, and then we're gonna go test them out. So we'll see you when she's dark. It's just about dark, so I'm gonna see if these headlights are lined up. Then we'll take her outside and see how they work. They definitely look like they're pretty straight there. So we're sitting in the truck waiting for a dare up so I can pull a little closer to the door. That's our low beams. And then here's our high beams, which is a way bigger difference than my high to low that I had at the beginning of the video, which my high beams did nothing at all. So we got her aired up and pulled up to where it would be riding. So we got the low beams on, and we'll try out the high beams. And that's how we're looking for high beams. So as you can see, these high beams are working pretty good. I'm sure they're gonna go right down the road because they look perfectly straight to me. They look like that's where they're supposed to be, I think anyway. So I think it's just about dark enough to open up the garage door and pull her up. So just on that little drive out of the shop, it definitely felt nice and straight. Worked really good. Those high beams are unreal. And I kind of wish I did this kind of thing with my previous ones. But you know, if you ever want to send me another set of headlights, I will do it in the next video, because there are plenty of trucks around here that could use some more headlights. But anyway, let's show you what the high beams look like out here. Just about dark enough to take her for a tour. So this is low beam, and that's high beam. Quite the difference, that's for sure. You out here checking out the lights, bud? I think they look pretty damn good. $130. You cannot go wrong with that. Highly recommend it. Now let's go take her on a little tour down the road and back and see how they look on the road. When you're outside and you realize your middle light bar isn't working anymore, what is going on? Add her to the list. Always something. So when I took that original video of my first headlights, I had no red lights on, so I'm going to be turning all of these off. All right, we are pitch black. Low beams, high beams. You definitely won't be blinding anyone else. If you had all 4 of them hooked up for low beam, you still definitely wouldn't. It'd maybe help a little bit. But here we go with the high beams, which is definitely a lot of distance. I can see a long way. You know, the video definitely won't do it justice, but I can see for a long way. I can see into the fields. I can see into the trees above me. I can see everything. Like, these, for the price, are great headlights. Throw the low beams back on for a sec, just check it out. This is obviously high beams. You can see everything once those come on. Alright guys, that's all I got for this video. Got these new headlights in, way better, way brighter than my old ones, and way cheaper. I definitely recommend checking them out. Here's my old low beams, and here's my new low beams. Basically the same. Here's my old high beams, and here's my new high beams. So obviously these are way brighter, way better than what I was running before. So I definitely recommend getting them. XPCTD 4x6 headlights. The link will be in the description. And I hope a lot of you guys check them out. They sell lights for Harleys and everything. They don't just sell lights for big trucks, they sell lights for lots of things. And thank you, Sandra. And hopefully we'll be getting some more headlights off you another time. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.